Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I really have to tell you this story. I heard one of the Allen sisters, Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen. Their mother is Vivian Ayers Allen, and she was known as one of the most amazing women alive at the time, and she's still with us. She's 100 years old, and she was incredible. When she and her husband divorced, she did not want her children to have to experience the racism in the United States. She picked them up and moved them to Mexico City. Huh? She was an amazing woman, poet laureate, just incredible, is an amazing woman. Anyway, she taught them an affirmation every day, and one of them was, I wish no ill will to the universe, and the universe wishes no ill will to me. That's powerful. Little kid just saying every day, I wish no ill will to the universe, and the universe wishes no ill will to me. And I was thinking about that the other day, and I recently interviewed Felicia Rashad, and I got to ask her about that affirmation, and she said some really marvelous, remarkable stuff about thinking that way. And I was thinking about that affirmation, and I was thinking of all of the grace that I've been given and all the beautiful people in my life and all the beautiful and amazing things. And I was thinking about one of my friends who fell and she hit her head, and there were people who looked and averted their gaze from her, but there was one guy who saw her and stopped, and he helped her, and he called 911, and he stayed with her. And it is so easy to talk about those people who walked away, but really the focus must be on the one the universe sent to make sure that he stayed with her. We were driving down the highway, and this big thing flew up really, really high. It got a lot of height, and then it came crashing down, and I could tell that it was going to be in my lane or in my windshield. And my manager Janine and I, we began to pray, and softly, we were praying softly, and I was moving. I said, I'm going to have to go a little bit to the right. I'm going to have to go a little bit to the right. You keep an eye on the traffic behind me. And I was pumping my brakes to show the people behind me that I needed to slow down, and they needed to slow down also. And I was slowing down, and I was slowing down and moving a little bit to the right, moving a little bit to the right to avoid this thing. We didn't know what it was. And I was able to get around it. And the cars on the side of me just kept flying, just kept flying, kept flying. And she said, uh-oh, they don't see you. They're not paying attention. They're going to keep coming anyway. I said, well, don't worry about it. The universe doesn't wish me any ill will, and I wish no ill will to it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And there were some cars that could see that they needed to slow down. So I focused on them. And I was able to get around this thing. And it was some kind of big metal thing. We didn't know what it was. And then we started seeing signs, and we started hearing through our GPS that everything was going to, that the traffic was going to be slowed down by 11 minutes up ahead. We got a little ways, and it was the door of a washing machine that had flown off of a truck. And then up the road was the washing machine and the cars that didn't slow down that ran into it. Now, we had been trying to hurry out of where we were to get to where we needed to be so that we could avoid all the traffic. But we were slowed up by 5 minutes, and those 5 minutes was the time that it took to get to this accident. If we only focus on what we can see and the ill that is around that is promoted, we miss all the times we don't get a glimpse into the fact that we are loved, we are cared for, there is grace. Things could be so bad. Start promoting the good. Begin to promote the good stuff that happens, the one person that stopped. Promote the peace that exists. If you want peace in the world, and I say the world because that's where I want it. I want it everywhere. Start creating and echoing out the peace where you live. If you are anti anything, then you are echoing out the anti thing, the thing that you are against. Promote what you want to see. Be joyful about the accident that you missed, not the 11-minute slowdown. Don't focus on the 11-minute slowdown. Focus on the fact that you missed the collision that could have taken you out. Don't focus on all the people who walked by. See the one who stopped in the busyness to stay with you and be with you. Don't promote the negativity that exists. Promote the love that you're given. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I know we're going to get there, but we need patterns of hope. I love you.